You are watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time. You are watching.
Hello everyone! Happy Saturday! Hope this is working right. We are live, right? We are live! Yes, we are live! Hello everyone. Happy Saturday. Why am I looking at the light? Happy Saturday, everyone. It's a beautiful Saturday here, too. It's going to be like 80 today, which is crazy. Hello, Lisa, Diane, Gail, Marianne, Irma. Why is it froze? Lisa. Did I say Diane? Mitzi. Sue, Jamie. Lisa, hold on. My chat is frozen. My chat is frozen. Candy, Rochelle, welcome, everyone. Hello. How's everybody's morning started off? I just had a mini heart attack. My life just flashed before my eyes. And I tripped on something on the stairs and I fell into my table, my camera, my everything. And I was like in slow motion. And I'm like, this could be really bad. I'm going to hit my head on the table. I'm going to knock myself out. But luckily I caught myself and not injure myself horribly. Had to move the camera out of the way. Well, the camera got moved when I ran into it. But anyway, so that was a little whew moment there. Yeah, right? Oh my, like the stairs always. I wasn't looking at the stairs and we changed some sconces like in our basement and it was sitting on the stairs to bring up and I tripped over it. Good morning, Phyllis, Linda, Tammy, Yvonne, Kimberly. We got a full house this morning. Well, thank you guys for joining. So today we are going to do a crafting live and I'm going to make a Mother's Day card because that's what everybody's making right now, it seems. So I'm going to do a Mother's Day card, but this is a card you can transform into any holiday you want. You could easily make it a birthday card or whatever, but it's going to be a 3-panel and then it's going to have a little pop out of it. So I'm going to show you guys how to go ahead making that. Glad you made it, Tammy. We got people from all over. Hello, Yvonne. Yeah, I hope everybody has good weather today. It's going to be gorgeous here today. I actually just went and like turned the AC on because I'm like, by the time I get upstairs, it may be warm. It's already warming up. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. If you hit the thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started in Design Space. And go ahead and start making this card. Now, I did pre-do some stuff because when we're live and like I am a person that likes to look at pretty much every possibility of an image. So when we're live, I always find myself trying to pick an image early on just because I don't want to make you guys dizzy because I keep scrolling and scrolling. And I'm sure you don't want to watch that forever. So I go through and I like picked a bunch of different options for like flowers on it and butterflies and stuff. That way we don't have to scroll and scroll and scroll, but I have several options and then we can all kind of decide together what we think works best with it. So let's go ahead and go into Design Space. Okay, so here we're just going to start on a canvas with a blank canvas. Oh, hold on, I have to redo my chat because it likes to get stuck. Oh, raining and cold in Maryland. No, not on a Saturday. Yeah, me too. Glad I'm okay. That was literally like life flashing before my eyes. Oh. Okay, so first we're just going to start with the shape. I just need to grab a shape here. So I always start with a square. And then I'm just going to unlock it. And then for this card, I'm going to go 11.4 inches. And for the height, I'm going to go 6. I'm going to go less than 7. I'm going to go 6.7. Well, let's go ahead and change the color of our canvas first. Which, if you don't know how to change the color of your canvas, you're just going to click down here on blank canvas. And then up here is the color selection. And I usually like to make it a soft blue. Hello, Louise! Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make my card white now. Now I am going to go ahead and butt this all the way up against the side because I am going to make it a triple layer? triple fold. I was like, layer's not right. A triple fold card. So I'm going to butt that right up against there because I need to figure out the thirds on it. So there's a couple ways that we can do that. And the first is you can do the old school math if you want to use your brain and figure out a third of 11.4. Or you can just go ahead and type in Google and say, what's a third of 11.4? It will tell you. Or if you have Alexa, just go ahead and ask her. Alexa, what's 1/3 of 11.4?
1/3 of 11.4 is 3.8.
Okay, 3.8. So now we're going to go ahead and grab our score line. Holy cow, Gail. I'm seeing you're at 90 degrees. Holy cow. That's a good idea. Stay in bed. You're in southern Texas too. It gets hot there. So I want to put this at 3.8 inches. First, I'm just going to go ahead and grab my score line and extend it so it fits the whole card. And then for its placement, I can see I'm really close over here. If you see my position of it is 3.736. I'm just going to go ahead and type in here 3.8 because that's where we need it. And then I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. And then for the second third, I'm just going to add another 3.8 to that 3.8, which 3.8 plus 3.8 would be 7.6. That's funny, Carrie. I know. I feel bad when I say her name because I know several members have it, and then it signals theirs also. Okay, so this one, where did I say 7.6? So I'm going to go ahead and put this at 7.6. Which is right there. So that works. So that is our triple fold. Thanks, Karen. Appreciate it. So this is just a regular triple fold. If you wanted to do a triple fold card, you could leave it like that. However, we're going to make a little pop out on here. It's not at 0. Is it not on 0? Is it not on 0? All right, my card base was not on 0. Oh, so close, so close. Okay, hold on. I wasn't exactly at 0, so I'm going to go ahead and put these at 0. Because I don't want the folds to be off. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on this line here again. Yeah. So we put that at 0.0. That's at 3.8. That's correct. And then this one's close. It was 7.44, so I just got to change this to 7.6. Hi, Alex. Welcome. Okay, now we have it in the correct location. So those are our trifold score lines there. Now we're going to go ahead and make a pop out. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a square. And like 2 inches is perfect because I really want to figure, I think 2 inches over on this is good. So I'm going to go ahead, take my square, unlock it, and I'm just going to go ahead and drag it. And this you can make whatever size you're thinking. We're going to turn this into a couple sections too. So think about there is good, but I want it centered. So I'm going to go ahead, click on the square, click on the rest, and then hit align and center. And that put it right in the middle. Sometimes I feel like it lies to me. 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks a little low, and that's probably just my eyes. I'm going to check it again, make sure it centered it. Okay, that's saying it's centered. So I'm just using this as a template, if you will, this square. We're going to go ahead and 2 of these sides are going to be cut lines, and then 2 are going to be score lines. Yes, me too, Alex. It's so much easier to see, especially when you want to make the back, like something white. That way you have a background behind it. Hi, Eddie, welcome. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this line again. Now for this, we're going to use a cut line on the top and the bottom of this, and then on each side is gonna be a score line. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one because I'm gonna change this color so I can see, because you can't really see the line up against the black. There we go. Grab my score line. I'm going to go ahead and extend it. And then once you get that one, you're just going to go ahead and duplicate it. And we're going to pull it over to this side. Like that. Now go ahead and duplicate. And we're going to rotate this one. There we go. Rotate it to 90 degrees. Bring this one up. So now we're just connecting the dots, but these, remember, we're going to turn these to cut lines. So I'm going to go up here under operation and just change it to cut. And then go ahead and duplicate that line also. There we go, like that. Now this piece was just a template, so I can go ahead and delete this piece. And then here I have my line set up. So it's got the trifold, and then this is where it's gonna bend, and then these two are cut lines, and then these two are the score lines. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attach all this. Depending on what I do, sometimes I unattach later to add different stuff, but we're gonna go ahead and attach. So now we have our card base. And that's really the hardest part of this, because now we're going to go ahead and fill in. So again, I'm going to go to shapes. Let's grab a square. And we can unlock it. Let's make it purple. And what I'm doing with these is I want to fill in, well, we'll just start in the middle and go from there. So this is going to be a base to put your decor on and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and, you don't want to fill it in exactly, because just like when you fill in a card, you usually have like a border around it. So I'm just going to stretch it until I get it how I want it. Why is it not grabbing it? And click off of it. Oh, that was weird. It was frozen there. What's the weather like in Germany? Any? Okay, so we got that one, and now we're just going to duplicate, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in all these spaces, like here, here, and then here's going to be 3 spaces. So we'll go ahead and duplicate this. And the good thing is the rest of these pieces, once you make one size, you can just duplicate it, because you're going to use 2 of each of the extra sizes. So I think that's good. So we'll go ahead and duplicate this one. And keep going. So we'll duplicate again. Put this one at the top or the bottom. Hold on, I gotta redo my chat, guys. Oh, that's a good idea, Gail. You change it to the color of shirt you're designing. Okay, so that one looks good there. So let's just go ahead and duplicate again. Put that one there. This is so funny. I'm moving everything. I have my computer up on a box because I had to use that for the camera. So I'm reaching up on a box to do all this. And I'm like, I can just move this down now and not be reaching. Okay, we'll just keep on duplicating here. And this one we're going to turn for the side. And I'll tell you, my heart got to work out just with falling down the stairs. I'd still, like, I can still feel it. My hubby's like, what are you going to do when we're too old to go down the stairs? I'm like, you get one of them little chair thingies. That's what you do. Okay, now that's 180, so that's straight. And I just want to make sure pretty much I got like the same size border around all of these. This one could probably go a little bit shorter. Like that. I'm going to delete this one and just duplicate this one. That way they're symmetrical. And this one I'm going to pull down just a tiny bit. I fell on the stairs, Gail, coming down. It was terrifying. My foot flipped, the sconce thing, this metal thing we had over our lights in our bathroom, was on the stairs, and I wasn't looking, and I hit it and like fell down 3 stairs. I don't know. Went into, luckily my craft table's here and my light and my camera and everything, because that's what caught me. All right, so we'll duplicate that one and bring that one over here. And then now we're going to do 2 separate pieces, or, you know, a piece here in each of these 4 spots. I'm just going to duplicate this one. And then I just need to change the width of this one. And you can too, if you want to make sure they are all perfectly, like this one is 3.57 inches high. Well, it's really 1.486, and this one's 1.46. So if I drag it up a little bit, what was this one? 1.49. So if I drag it up a little bit, then we'll get it. There we go. Then those are the same height. We just need to go in a little bit. But you could do the same thing here. You could say, okay, how wide is this one? 2.93. I want this one to be... Well, it's actually backwards. 1.76. Which that's really close because it was 1.75. So I can just change that to 1.76. And it's going to be exactly the same width. Hi, Linda. Good morning. I'm still laughing about Deutschland, Annie. Oh, it's so funny. To anybody new in here, did you know Deutschland's Germany? I didn't. I thought it was an old country that didn't exist anymore. Poor Annie's like, well, it was there when I left. Because we had our Patreon hangout in Columbus, Ohio. And we had Patreons from Germany and Canada. And everywhere. And it was so fun. And I really thought Deutschland was an old country. Hi, Anne. Well, glad to have you here. We're making a triple fold Mother's Day card with some pop-outs. Okay, so now we have our base kind of for each one of these sections. Now I think, hold on, let me save. Let me save. So we could just leave it like that, but I think it would look better and add more dimension if we actually took each of these shapes and inset them so there was a double, like 2 layers of colors there. So all I'm going to do now is click on these and hit offset. And then I'm just going to figure out how much of a, I'm not going to go, if I go to the right of this, we are offsetting it and it'll get bigger around it. But I want to inset it. So I'm just going to go to the left of the line. Maybe that, I think that's good. And you can choose rounded here or you can choose point. It doesn't change much when the whole design though is pointy. So we can go ahead and hit apply. And then let's make this pink. Don't you guys wish they had pinks preset on here? I always feel like I find so much time finding pink. Like to me, that's a little too purpley. That's a little too mauve-y. But I mean, you can go down here and change it. So I can go ahead and play with it. Oh, that's good. Very good point, Gail. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here. So we're going to go ahead, click, hit offset. And one good thing about offset I love is that once you do one, it has that it's set at the same distance. So I don't have to worry about, oh, is it at the same, it's going to stay the same until you change it. And then I'm just going to change the color. And now I can, because I have 4 of these, I can just go ahead and duplicate this. Yes, pink needs love. We need pink. I feel like there's a lot of pink used in Design Space, right? So we need pink presets, please. Or if you could even bookmark maybe your favorite, like, so many favorite colors, that would be really cool too. Like teal. Teal's another one. I need a teal preset, please. So we'll just go through all of these and inset these. Go ahead and duplicate again. What projects is everyone working on? I know lots of Mother's Day, lots of graduations. It's about to be wedding season. Oh, and then offset this. This actually goes pretty quick because you're duplicating a lot of stuff because there's 2 of everything. And if you just wanted 1 layer, you could do that. I just think it looks more, well, it gives it more dimension for one thing. It just gives it extra layer. It just makes it pop more. And then we just got to do the middle piece. There we go. Now right here, let me save. This is the base of the card, totally done. Now from this point, you could make this card whatever you want. You could make it a birthday card, a Mother's Day card, Easter card. You could turn it into a wedding card. Whatever you want. You have all these different little sections to play with. Now, when I was thinking Mother's Day card, and we were talking about this yesterday in our live image sets, I'm like, what do you guys... Besides like flowers and butterflies and hearts, what are things you think of for Mother's Day, like to decorate a card with? Because I kept sitting and thinking, and I'm like, I don't know. Besides butterflies, flowers, and hearts. I did think last night, but I didn't have any options. Chose like birds, like a hummingbird would be really pretty. I love hummingbirds. I feel like I need to make a hummingbird card. So now we're going to go ahead and start decorating this. So at first in the middle here, now you'll see Tuesday. I'll put this card together on live on Tuesday so you can see how it actually works. Where this part pops, this part here like pops out. But I definitely want the middle to have a sentiment like Happy Mother's Day. So, let me unlock these. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where are they? Did you guys just see that disappear? Hold on, I'm frozen. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. My design space is not... It won't go left to right. It's like stuck. Up and down. Uh-oh. Can you guys... Am I still live? Because it's saying I don't have internet. Oh, baby album. That's awesome. Hopefully you guys can hear me, because it's... Why do I not have internet? It's showing I have internet. Can you guys see that I'm like, that it's not saving? Okay, I'm still live. I don't know what's going on. It's not letting me do anything in Design Space. All right. We're going to come back into this. I got to quit this. was gonna quit Cricut Design Space. Oh my gosh, I hope it saved. And we're gonna go back into Design Space. We were just floating along there, going nice and easy. Hey, there's us with our co-host William. He did awesome in Columbus. That's our member Tammy's son. And if you're wondering why they wore those headbands, it's because it was holiday, because I always wear these headbands. So they surprised me, which was so fun. And they were such good sports too. William wore it like for quite most of the day. They even went to a hockey game and I think he was wearing it. All right, let's get back into this. Yay, it looks like it saved. Okay, back in business. Hopefully, well, should be now. All right, let's try this again. There we go. Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I know. That's weird. Okay, well, it did something kind of funny here. I don't know what's going on with my internet, guys. Sorry. Because this was one that said Happy Mother's Day, and this also said Happy Mother's Day. And there was another one here. There was 4 on top and 3 on bottom. So I'm not sure. Because I had just made these so I could see them. And then like clicked, but it wasn't clicking. So my clicking maybe did something, but it wasn't showing it. So we are going to go ahead and first I'm going to ungroup these. And then we can just go ahead and play with them and pull them up and see which one we think looks good. I'll just pull that there and bring to the front. There's one option, which I was thinking, now that's cut, but I was thinking of having it draw this part in the middle with a pen. So I think that one's a little, it could work if I was doing it bigger, but I think this small, it's just the roses are too kind of like cluttered. Oh, it does have a butterfly. I didn't even notice it had the butterflies on it. I do love that one. I do love how it's got the heart here too. Which we could go in and contour and take this out and add a butterfly. Well, that's a possibility. I didn't even notice these butterflies on it when I did this. See the butterfly? I think so too. The butterfly one down here was my favorite also, but we'll go ahead and play with these. So you can just see there's a bunch of different options, but to find these, I just went into images and then typed in Happy Mother's Day. Another great place to get it from is go to phrases. My internet is being slow. And then you could also type in Happy Mother's Day here. And then, as you can see, there's all sorts. A lot of them that I chose, actually, from here. It's got this one, too, that's got the butterfly. Hold on, let's go ahead and add that one, too. Oh. See, I could scroll forever and just find more that I like, but we're gonna... Oh, look at that one. Phrases always have lots of good ones for your sentiments. So we're gonna go ahead and add to canvas. See what that one looks like. This one might be too tall compared to wide, because this shape is like a good shape just because it fits the space good. But if we turn this to pen, but you could do that. You could contour too and make it different colors. So let's pull this one over. This one, yeah, is just, I can unlock it and make it fit. So there's a possibility. I always have to look at it under pen. But I kind of smushed that butterfly a little. Like he should be taller and I had to smush him down. This is where we play Goldilocks. I know, Annie, there's so many good decisions. And instead of just going into Design Space where it's like, okay, you have like 20,000 of this to choose from. I'm like, let me narrow it down because we could be here all day. Bring this one up. Fits the space good. Could do that. I don't love the way these look when we do it. That's why we're Goldilocks. Now this one had Happy and Mother's Day in it. Don't know where it went when my computer froze. But I just don't like the shape of the hexagon within the square. It's too shapey. I don't even know if that's a thing. And then the wildflowers, which I do love this. This is really pretty too, but I thought some flowers would go good on the side here. So let's go to, I think it was the crowd favorite already, this one, which is my favorite also. Oh, and it's already pen. See, I think that one looks really good. What do we think, guys? And then color is a whole nother thing. You can change what color pen you want it to be. You can click here, and then I like to use glitter gel a lot. So say we wanted glitter gel pink, purple, but you can change it whatever color. But I think I'm going to stick with this one. I'm just going to leave it black for now, and then I'll figure it out later. All right, so we have our center done. So now we need to fill in these spots. So next, first, let me get these out of the way. Boom. And now let's go look at flowers. Flowers. So for these, I just went into images and typed wildflowers or flower. No, it was wildflowers. And I got all these different options. So what I want to do here is, oh, I know one I forgot to, the side piece I forgot, I think. I did. Anyway, I'll get to that. So let's go ahead and I'm going to ungroup these. And then so many different, oh, ungroup it again. Ooh, that's a good idea, Tammy. You could use foil cardstock to cut the center sentiment. You could. Now this is very fine, thin, so you'll have to, if you do the foil cardstock, you'll have to like place each letter and everything. But you could also do iron-on. Iron-on is really easy to do on the card, and then you can choose whatever kind of iron-on. There's all the specialty iron-ons and the foils, and now you could cut that and iron it on, and then it would be easy to apply, and you wouldn't have the little pieces. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. All right, let's look at some wildflowers. So each one of these we just bring to the front. Well, that's actually pretty. This is going to be tough because I feel like a lot of these are going to be pretty. And again, you can have these, you could do these, have it cut it. You could do it with the iron-on, or you could do it with a pen. So we switch it to pen, which I think these I would like cut. I may do iron-on. It's a decision. This is going to be tough because all these are going to be pretty. I don't think I love this one. I feel like I should number them and then I can be like, what color do you get? Yeah, I don't like this one. We're going to get rid of this one. Let's look at this one. I'm going to have them the side on each side. I'm just kind of like, well, that's kind of pretty too. Kind of reminds me of seashells a little bit. Okay. Possible. It's pretty. I just think I like this one better. That one's pretty too. I don't know. Now these ones, well, these two are the same. Okay, those two are the same. I think I like this one the best though, so let's just pull this one up. Well, I'm just going to duplicate it so it's the same size. What are we thinking? Are we thinking we like these flowers? I need to ask the crowd. But we could flip one. I like lots of times when it's the same thing on each side, I flip one. So just flip horizontal, and that way it's not going the exact same way. All right, we got a yes from Lisa. Okay. So much better designing with people and they help your brain decide. So I'm just going to go ahead and group this and hide this. There's a lot of good choices there. Okay, we did that. Now, save. Thank you. Jamie's reminding me to save because I do forget that. All right, now let's go down to butterflies. Who doesn't love butterflies? Okay, so here's some options for butterflies. And I was just going to do 2, but I didn't know what else to do for the other 2 corners. So for right now, I was going to do 4 butterflies of the same butterfly, but I do want to put score lines on them so you can bend them so their wings will be popped up. So this one I just liked because I love that it has the trail, but it doesn't, that's not going to fit in the spot I needed exactly. Just ungroup these. This butterfly is a great butterfly, but it's a really wide butterfly. But you can take it down. Let's see. So that one's a possibility. No, I would make it a double layer, so I'm going to contour that, but I just want to figure out which one I want to use. We need to change the color of this one. Now this one is... This one might be good because it's got this longer body here for me to put the score lines on each side. Where this one's like really short. And this one's kind of a square-ish butterfly to begin with. So that one might be a good choice. I mean, there's so many butterflies that could all possibly work. This one could work too. Man. Decisions. And then this one, I don't know where I'd put this, but I just like the 3 butterflies. You could, if you didn't want flowers somewhere, you could separate these and then put these like coming down here. But I love the flowers there. So now what do we... All right, butterfly 1, butterfly 2, or butterfly 3. What are we thinking? But I am gonna, so for like this, I would duplicate, and then I take contour, hide all contours, and then I can, I don't know what color I'm making it here just for this. I'm just gonna bring this one to the front, and then slide that one in. So it would actually have the 2 layers. 1, 1, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We'll go with 1 just because I think this one with the score lines is going to work the best because it's got that nice long body. Sounds weird to say. It's like, why did that seem weird? All right. I'm going to bring this over. We're going to put the score lines in these now. Just going to hide these. Yes, thanks, Sue. All right, so now we're just going to go ahead. Let's zoom into our little butterflies here. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our score lines. That is a long score line. Yes, thank you, Sue. Subscribing is free, and you hit the little bell, and then you'll get notified whenever we go live or have videos. So I don't need it the whole length of his body. I need it to come down here to the base of the wing. And I want to put it right on the edge of the body, though, because I want it to have the body, but then just start bending at the wing. Which I think that looks good. Zoom a little bit more. I think that looks good. It's a little crooked body. If I go any further in, it's gonna... So let's just So close. There, that looks good. Now I'm just going to take these two lines, if I can. Okay. Click there, hold shift, and then click the other line. I'm going to hit attach. That way both of those lines are together, and then I can just duplicate it. And then I can pull those same lines right on over to this butterfly. So I attach those lines, but I want to attach it to the butterfly, so I'm just going to grab my mouse and then hit attach. And then let's do the same over here. I thought of you and Dawn recently because the airlines are changing the ways they're doing things. And if your luggage is lost, there's all these ways they got to give you cash refunds for your ticket. And one of them is if your luggage is lost for more than 12 hours, they have to refund your ticket. And I was like, ugh, that would have been great because Annie and Dawn would have got their ticket for, well, I don't know how it works with international, but you guys could have got refunded your whole ticket. These lines are going a little bit past the body, but that doesn't, okay with that. Because you're just not going to, they're going to be off the butterfly there. So close. Okay. And then we can go ahead and attach here. Or not. It didn't let me. There we go. Now choose attach. Right? That would have been a great deal. So, like, I guess you might want them to lose your luggage for 12 hours and then find it because you'd get it free. You're plane free. Okay, now we have these. I'm just going to duplicate each one of these because I need 4 of them. Two of our members' luggage. Annie was coming from Germany and Dawn was coming from Canada. They actually met in Canada at the airport. Dawn surprised her that they were on the same flight, but then both of their luggages got lost, but they did get them back. It was like the next night. Yes, Linda, we do too. The air tag in our luggage. I did that last time we traveled to Florida and it was so great. Like I'm on the plane before it took off with the iPad and checking to make sure that our luggage was on the plane. Okay, so I just want to put this right on top of it. So I could try to just move it over and make it perfect, but it's going to be easier. Just go ahead and drag it, hit align and then center, and it's going to put them right together. So then you can go ahead and move these. Which actually, thinking about it now, I would have just made one, grouped it, and then duplicated it instead of going through. I'm just making a little extra step, but we still get there. So align center. And then once we put it together, we'll bend those wings up. Well, it did center it, but let's bring this one to the front. Hi, Deborah. That's right, better late than never. Hi, Janice. I didn't see you pop in either. Our Columbus crew is in the house. All right, and we'll do that one more time. Well, let's make sure this is on top of it. It is. Align center. I could do something else on 2 of these, but I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. So then on the top and the bottom, and I do have, hold on, let me go down to my one. I know I forgot to. Well, we'll finish the rest and then I'll get to that piece. Now I have some flourishes, which for these 2 pieces here, I wasn't sure what to do. Hello, hello, Janice. Oh, first let me ungroup these. So these are some options here. Or I could just do like this on the top, say, and that on the, put this one on the top and then flip it vertical. And I could do something like that there. Or Something like this. I don't think I love this one though. It's just not meant for here. Like right under a sentiment or something, this would be good. But I like something that's more, I don't know, this is too, too heavy down. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, I don't think it's great. Yes, let's do another save. Thank you. Me too, Janice. I wish we were back in Columbus too. It was so fun and carefree and good for the soul. Oh, there's a flourish there. I kind of like that. This is in too. So I would duplicate it and then flip it vertical. No. There we go. Didn't want to stretch it. Okay, so that's another option. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this one because I said no to that. And we can change the color of this too. I'm not gonna do it in black per se, but that's just what color it is. I don't know what's going on here. What is this one exactly? What is this? Ooh, it's got 3 layers to it. Okay. And you could be left with this one. This would be the only layer that I'd want. I was like, what is this? Why does it look like this? Because there was more layers. That's a possibility. And you'd have this one up here. Whoa. Okay. And then this one's kind of too thick. I know that one's not going to quite work. This one, though, is pretty. Let's bring this one to the front. You could do something like that. Now, I thought about this, too, for the sides. Well, when I get to those, I'll bring up that question. Looks like Alex's mustache. It does. Oh my gosh, Alex, I've seen they have Pringles Crocs, but I feel you need them. Not because they're Pringles, but because the top of it, you know, I was going to call it the handlebar, but the strap or whatever of the Croc is a mustache. I just seen those last night. I'm like, Alex, you need that. Okay, or there's a flower here, which we could duplicate. And then flip vertical. Okay. So let's decide. Let's go into the jury, guys. We have option 1, option 2, option 3, or option 4. Let's vote in the chat. I don't want to ever design anything without this loose. It's so helpful. Hi, babies. So this is option 1. This is option 2. And then we have 3 and 4. Don't let color sway you because we can always change that. Ooh, 1, 2, 2 or 3. Not 4, laughing out loud. Yeah, I get that. That one's a little busy for there. Plus, the piece on the side's kind of something similar, so I don't think it needs to be there. Oh, we're all over the place, guys. 2, 3, 4. 4. Oh my gosh. 2, 2. Hi, Louise. Hello, hello. Louise, okay, we got several for 2. Actually, it looks like 2 is the way. Okay. We're gonna go. It sounds like an eye exam. Oh, that's so funny, Mitzi. What's better, 1 or 2? And like, I feel like when I'm at the eye doctor, sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's better. They don't. That's so funny. Okay. We are going to go with 2. Which, do we put this one up here? That's so funny. I always say when I'm at the eye doctor, it's like such a test. And I'm like, I don't know. I think this one's better. I'm not sure. Sometimes I have to have them go back and forth. Like, neither? I'm going to go ahead and stretch this out a little. So I just unlocked it. And then I think that looks good. So we're just going to duplicate that one. And then go ahead and flip vertical. Like that there. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and group these together. When I put this in the projects, I can leave some hidden too, that if you like other choices, you have other choices available and you can go ahead and customize it however you want then. Which is kind of nice, if you know. All right, so now the card's almost done, which you'll just write on the back of it. It says Happy Mother's Day here, and you can write on the back. Once I get it all cut out and fold it and everything, I'll see what I think works best. I may make a piece to write on to cut on the back, but I had these 2 side pieces I really liked, but I did not, well, they're saved, but they're down here. Let me find them. Oh, and another thing I had too that you could do is if you didn't want to put these here, you could put like It's Your Day up here and then put relax or relax and unwind, like a little message if you wanted. I'm just going to change these to the dark purple. This mono, is it considered monochromatic? Kind of. But where it's all along the same color line but different shades is really popular. Have you guys seen the white projects people are doing? And it's all white cardstock and layers, but it's beautiful. Rochelle said I flunked that eye test. And the white on the white's so pretty. All right, I'm gonna, oh, that's not it. That's the one I just did, right? Nope, okay. That was the one I was playing with. But this is the piece I need here. Let me just hide this. There we go. I really like these pieces on the side. It's a little big, so I'm going to unlock it here. But then I thought, which if I want it centered too, I can just click there, click the pink piece. Actually, it's not, there we go. And then align and center, and I'll put it right in the middle. Now, I thought you could do this one of 2 ways too here, where you could cut this and put this on top, or you could actually take this piece and slice it through the pink piece, and then this is inset. What do you guys think? Should it be an extra layer on top? We'll say extra, back to the eye exam, guys. Extra layer on top is 1, or 2 would be to slice this through, so this part is inset. So back to 1 or 2, back to the eye exam. If you slice too many parts. Yeah, we would just slice this one, just these side pieces, slice through. And it's really hard to tell what it looks like, because if I slice it through, it's going to look the same because it's the same color, you know? So you won't be able to tell on this per se. I like it on top too, and then maybe add even some glitter glue or a rhinestone to the middle of the flower to give it some sparkle. Ooh, and like a rhinestone. So I'm sitting here, I'm thinking something in here too, this part, to give it some sparkle would be good. Okay, so we'll just leave it per se, but if you wanted to, I'm just going to duplicate this pink piece. I'm just going to bring this to the front and then drag your mouse over them both and then align and center. And then you can just drag your mouse again, go to combine, and then subtract. And you're left with that, and then you could, per se, put this over there and it would be inset. Should be pretty too. It'd be really pretty too with an extra layer, and it'd be like 3 layers, but you'd have to go ahead and like contour some, and then you'd have it inset, kind of like an inset. Well, it'd be layers, but it'd be inset. So that's a possibility, but it looks like, right, Lisa? Ooh, sparkles. Yeah, a couple people like the slice. So I'll just do it both ways, and then you guys can choose. So this I'm just going to duplicate. And then this one I'm going to flip horizontal. So that's one option. I'm going to group those. And then I love naming the groups. You know, you can double click here and then name it what you want. So I'm just going to name these side pieces. Sliced. And I may cut both, and then we'll see when we put it together Tuesday. I think I'm going to cut both of these and see what I think. I may even play with this more and make it like a, well, no, because I want to make them all the same amount of layers. Go ahead and hide that. And then this one, just duplicate and flip horizontal. There we go. And let me not forget to save. Yeah, you can flip anything. Whatever you want to flip, you can flip. Yep, that's so funny, Jamie. That was like, I saved it just as you were probably typing save. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. Tuesday's show. So Tuesday, I will go ahead and put this card together. And then Tuesday's show is at, I always have to think about this, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So that's 7 p.m. Central time. I definitely want to add something to this. This just needs something, right? So these butterflies we're going to make so they fold and they are 3D. You know, well, these aren't together. But you could even rotate them too if you want. I'll play with it a little. I might make them a little bit smaller. That way if I want to rotate them. Well, now I've done it. I'm just going to undo, undo, and undo. There we go. I undo what I did. So this part, what are you guys thinking though? It's for these, should I do iron on for these 2 pieces? Or should I have it draw it? Yes, West Coast will be 5 p.m. And then if I cut it, do I want to do iron on or do I want to do paper? It's a very dainty thing. So like iron on, I would love to iron on. Otherwise use like a glue sponge, because you have all these little pieces to put the glue on. So I may go ahead and do these 3 middle ones iron on, I'm thinking. 2 a.m. German time. Holy cow, Annie. But Wednesday is a holiday, so what holiday is it? So are you saying you're going to have a late night with us, Annie? I know, so many options, Margot. Is that not the truth? There's so many options always. Yeah, Jamie, it is a very to cut intricate thing. I'd feel way better doing it with iron on, definitely. But you could use vinyl too. I just love using iron on. You don't have to worry about the transfer tape sticking to the cardstock or anything. Yeah, you could foil too. You could foil too. What was I doing here? Oh, I was changing it to pen. Which that actually didn't change the look of it at all. Was it already set to pen? No, it wasn't. So we have some options. Maybe I'll have it draw that in pen, and then maybe I'll have it do this one in iron on, some pretty iron on, maybe some foil. Yeah, draw it with glitter pen. I do love the glitter, Mitzi. Are you okay, Doc? That sounded like my daughter just fell down the stairs upstairs. There's a sandwich in the microwave for you for breakfast. Lunch. Whatever. So I'll go ahead and play with this. I don't know. There's options. That's what I love. We have options. And no option's necessarily a bad option. Some options may work better, but they will all work. But that's it, guys. So that is the trifold pop out Mother's Day card. Let me save. Let me save. Oh. And that is, let me go.
You are watching Melody Lane.
Well, I don't know where it's taking me. Now it's not showing me. That's weird. Okay. We'll just go back to here. I don't know why now it's not showing me on camera. But that is the card, guys. Thank you guys for joining me this Saturday. Right, Kimberly? That's a good rule. No gluing after midnight. What was it we were doing in Columbus? There was something we were doing in Columbus, and they're like, we can't do this after... I can't remember what it was. I'm glad you caught us, Karen. So each Saturday we'll have a new... So our schedule for our lives goes Friday, we do new image sets, and we go through new projects and image sets and everything. And we do that at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, so noon... No, not noon. 11 a.m. on the West Coast. And then Saturdays is at this time here. And then Tuesdays we do 8 p.m. Eastern. And that's where we'll go ahead and put together the project that we made. So you'll see how we put this together. Sometimes there's changes we make as we do it. Sometimes we decide something else works better. Or something just didn't work like we thought it would. And so we may change it up some. But so join us Tuesday and we'll go ahead and put this together. I know I have some of these colors. I love these colors and the new cardstock colors from Cricut. The Melody sampler and then the pastel sampler. Between those two, such pretty colors. Lots of the pastels, the pinks, the purples, the blues. So I love that. But thank you guys. Thank you for chatting and helping me decide. It's like we got a whole bunch of brains. This isn't a one brain project. We were all in on this. Yeah, kids' photos instead of butterflies. That's a really good idea, Mitzi. And it doesn't really need 4 butterflies. I really only wanted 2, but I just couldn't figure out what else that fit good. I tried some things, but they were like, yeah, that's a good idea. I might do that. And I just happen to have 2 children. Well, what am I making it for, myself? Thanks, Louise. Thank you guys so much for joining us. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully the weather's good to you. It's beautiful, beautiful here. I got my flowers outside for the season, so that always makes me happy. Now I just got to remember to water them all. All right, thank you guys. We will see you next time, everybody. Happy crafting. Bye.